Hey there, hope you're all doing well. I'm pleased to announce that a local podcaster here in Windsor, Rebecca Lynn, her podcast name is Sunshine and Coffee, wants to interview me about me living with HIV/AIDS and how I'm dealing with it, and my story. So that's exciting news, and I look forward to this. Now I want to talk about HIV stigma within. When I was at work, I cut myself pretty badly and I was rushing to the first aid room, and a woman on the line looked over and noticed and rushed to my aid. Now, at the time, she did not know I was HIV positive, and in my mind, I wonder if she knew this, if she would have helped me. I knew at the time I could not possibly transmit the virus to anybody. When I prepared food on special occasions for my family, I wondered if they were nervous about eating it. These fears played out in my mind for some time. But in reality, the thoughts of these are my own insecurities about living with HIV. I grew up in the 80s and the media bombarded us with messages saying, protect yourself of this deadly virus, be on guard. My mother's cousin, who lived here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, was openly gay and decided to fly to Spain to live there. He ended up falling in love with a man, and later on he fell ill and died. It turned out that he was diagnosed with HIV and died of AIDS. So he decided to play the field for a while, and eventually he was diagnosed with HIV. He moved back to Windsor and got treatment. I finally ended up meeting him a few times at the local gay bar here. He was a permanent fixture on the same bar stool at the bar, and I had many conversations with him. But I wish that I would have asked him about how he's dealing with HIV. I could have learned a lot from him. He was not open about that, but it was not a secret. Now, this would have been the late 90s, where the treatments were quite harsh. He ended up dying in his 70s due to cancer. And I wonder if that was a result, partly to do with the harsh medications he was taking over the years. Someone I know, which he wants to remain anonymous, had been diagnosed with HIV back in 1989. He ended up developing AIDS and was put in the hospital and nearly lost his life. Added to that, tragically, he developed some rare disease in his spine, so now he's in and out of a wheelchair for life. By 1996, when the medications were available, he started on treatment, and now it's under control. But sadly, yes, he has a disability for the rest of his life. I feel for this man for the rough road that he had to go through, and he kept silent about his diagnosis to most of his family. So changing gears here a little bit. The last person I had sex with was back in July of 2017. That was my infector, and that was 4 years ago. I struggled to reach a connection with any gay man out there, and I pretty much gave up. My last date was a year ago, and I thought it went pretty well. By the end of it, I only got a friend hug, and then I never heard from him again. So I was wondering, he knew I had HIV. Maybe he was nervous about that. I know I have problems with my teeth. Maybe he discovered my teeth didn't look good enough for him and he bailed. I don't know. I have these insecurities now about even meeting anybody. I try not to let HIV define who I am, but I'm reminded every day when I take my medication for it. Also, the consistent neuropathy in my lower feet and legs, and when I look in the mirror at my teeth. Now, that is a work in progress. I've come a long way, but I still have a long way to go. And there's no guarantee. But still, no matter what, I take my medications every day as prescribed. Don't let anyone fool you out there. There is no cure for HIV for the last 40 years. I can't stress enough. Get tested, and do not ignore possible acute HIV symptoms. I talk about this in a few of my videos. Early signs of HIV in men. My acute symptoms answered. And my HIV symptoms pre-diagnosis. Remember, U equals U, undetectable equals untransmittable. I can't stress that enough. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell. Until next time, Michael K here. Take care, everyone.